and will try to fish someone and get someone in the world to pay me money or be part of my app or do this or do that. What does it matter at the end of the day when we're showing something? This is it right here. And do you want me to show you something else that happened in April to Vietnam? I'll make a post right now, Teacher Jesus, and I'll share the screenshot because this is powerful. We're talking Vietnam. We're talking dollars mean a lot to them. I don't know about Colombia, and I do know about Colombia. The dollars do mean a lot. Well, look at Vietnam. If I go to the pictures, look if I go to the pictures of my laptop, and I'll share a screenshot of the ambassador of April, the ambassador, Super Dad Andy, had the same interviews on Facebook Live just like you did. You think Teacher Tim left him behind? I'm just going to share the screenshot for you. Teacher,
right, I'm going live right now, Tim.
go live. Teacher Tim shows. I'm going to tag you, Teacher Jesus.
Tim,
I'm going to
I'm gonna
tag
go
Super
live.
Dad Andy because this is him from April. And I'm going to show you something that's so beautiful, Teacher Jesus, because everything's going to happen with your Web Talk account and your best friend. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. You want to reform your country? You got it. You share the idea? We create it. Done. Already happening. We know you're busy. Beautiful. Let Teacher Tim and the shoulder of Teacher Tim and the idea of Teacher Andy take it to the world, because that's exactly what we're doing. So here it is. Here's Vietnam. Are we live right now, Teacher Andy?
Yep,
We
just
just
went
went
live.
live.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, so let's show this. Let's show this Web Talk post to the world. Teacher Tim shows and hashtag IEG travel, IEG members create. How about that? How about that right there? Now, what are we going to do? I don't want to see the waiting room for that individual. All right, so I'm going to make a spotlight post. Okay, I'm gonna create a spotlight post. And wait a minute. Teacher Tim shows and the Vietnam Web Talk community answers. How do they answer? How do they answer? Well, look at the screenshot in April. Remember, the dollar in Vietnam is a commodity that if they can get dollars, they can live and they can do things. They can travel. They can take their families to hotels. They can go somewhere and relax with their families. Well, look at Super Dad Andy's referral dashboard of April, and you're going to be blown away. But first of all, I'm going to make it a spotlight post in Web Talk just for shits and giggles. That's all. That's it. There's my little SH word for YouTubers, where it's a child only and it's made for children. Oh, well, you haven't seen anything yet, Teacher Jesus. So we're gonna pop this as a spotlight post. We're gonna send it into Facebook, fading Facebook at the same time, just for SH giggles again. Because what does it really matter when Facebook made billions of dollars already? The programmed human beings will continue to use Facebook because they don't know how advertising works. So it's our responsibility to show them. Teacher Tim shows, and the Vietnam Web Talk community answers, and IEG members create. Here it is, spotlight post. And then we're going to explain the spotlight post to Teacher Jesus, because we're going to reform Colombia's educational system without any government money, because that's what's needed. That's the fact. You need money to reform something. No, you don't. Not in the 21st century, you don't. Maybe in the 20th century, but not in the 21st century. Not with 1 billion volunteers like all of humanity says. I want to be a volunteer. I don't care about the money. Oh, really? You don't? You don't? Well, now the world has shut you down. Now what are you talking about? I need money to survive. That's all that Web Talk is. Let's get out of fading Facebook and here. Oh, I copy and pasted something else there. All right, so I'll go back there. Now, Teacher Jesus, this is Super Dad right here. Let's show it right here. $250 earnings. April ad pool reward. Sometime in April, this was the end of April, $19.22. He's a 5-level glory because Teacher Toto was invited by him. You know Teacher Toto. Well, Teacher Tim purchased the pro package for Teacher Toto, not on the expectations that she would do anything, only because of Super Dad Andy, he would get 5 levels. I could care less about Teacher Toto. It was about this individual. So what happened? He has April, $19.22 free rewards program. And look at April Pro customers. Teacher Andy, did Teacher Tim purchase any of those pro packages of those 12
No.
in April? Maybe 1 or 2, but 12? Remember, $200 for the year in Vietnam. How much money is that if you compare it to American living in America? Does the world even understand what $200 in Vietnam will get them? Did you listen to the Web Talk Lives on how much they make a month, average Vietnamese citizen? No, you didn't listen. Because remember, the listening skills turned off. And Teacher Jesus, we're putting the listening skill, we're turning it back on. That's how you change the world. You put it back on. And Teacher Jesus, when you had that class about a month or so ago, and you had Teacher Tim say, hey, Teacher Tim, can you read this? Can you just read this so all of the people can benefit? Teacher Tim has been in that world of programs. Just read something. And if you think just because Teacher Jesus told me to read something that I'm going to follow along, and what did Teacher Tim say to you? I'm not part of that world, even though I love who you are. I'm not part of that world. Let's program humanity by reading something over and over so you can hear what a native talks. It sounds like. They can do that in YouTube all day long. They can listen to natives all day long in YouTube and just hear the sound. Let's bring the natural part of learning to the world. But what do we hear? What's the topic? 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 That's a cause and effect of a program, of subjects in a classroom, 4 walls. What's a subject? Period 1, religion. What's next? English. What's next? Math. What's next? Science. Oh, what's the topic? I'm 30 years old. What's the topic? I'm going to stop now, Teacher Jesus. I wanted to show you this screenshot for a reason.
All right, thanks, Tim, thanks.
And you're not going to understand the reason why I show it. I don't really care, Teacher Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I love to see. The smile from Teacher Jesus, because every single time, Teacher Jesus, you passed the challenge. Thank you. You passed it from Teacher Andy challenging you. We are here to guide your country and you and all of your friends through Web Talk. We're going to be as patient as we need to be as human beings. And remember, patience does not mean that we're going to sit here and talk like this. Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do today. Let's take the emotion out of humanity. And we're just going to talk like this all day long. See, Teacher Jesus knows that when you bring up the energy with human beings around them, what happens? They feel it and they evolve to learn from that energy. And Teacher Jesus is one of the most natural, true project-based teachers that's ever going to cross through Web Talk, because he showed it. And Teacher Toto, in a living constitution from Vietnam, put your links and shared your links to Vietnam because you gave. And in the situations of the world right now that everything's being shut down and you stop for a while, beautiful. It doesn't matter, Teacher Jesus, because you already gave and you're continuing to give. So there was 2 points. True engagement is happening inside Web Talk because of the Web Talk live streams. As I showed Teacher Grant sharing a YouTube live link, not sharing from Teacher Tim to give him 30 points. Because you know what happens when Teacher Grant shares his own deal? Every emoji and every comment and every share that he gets, Teacher Tim gets matching points. And who else? Teacher Andy gets matching points too. I'm going to stop, Teacher Andy. And Teacher Jesus, thank you. Thank you for laughing at the end, man. Because not many people will laugh. They'll put their tail between their legs and they'll run away. And they'll run to Facebook because that's the comfortable room. I'm going to stop. Come on, man. Save the insane teacher and just mute me somehow.
Never.
Never.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Teacher Andy, for saying never. And I do say
Hey,
that
Jesus.
with.
Shoot, what's going on there? Oh, okay. Here we go. Jesus, I know that you only wanted to be on for about half an hour or so. So, just like I said, just keep in touch and, whatever you need, just tell me and we'll keep going from there.
Send me the links for the coming meetings, all right?
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
most of the time, I mean, okay, yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Bye then.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Ty, how are you? Ty Huang. Oh, sorry. Let's see.
Hello?
How are you?
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, teacher.
So-
Thank you for approve for me to join to the Zoom.
No problem. I was just looking on Web Talk and it looks like you are pretty new.
I'm very happy when I did it the first time I joined and talking with teacher. So this is my working time. I just be able to talk a little.
All right. So who invited you into Web Talk?
I just see bulletin in Web Talk and I join to the link.
All right. Sorry, I was eating. All right. Nice. Well, I'm here to welcome you. Say hello. I saw that you were, you had gotten into the waiting room, so I thought I'd say hello. This really isn't like a class. This is more of us just talking about, Web Talk and talking about, whatever anybody has any questions about it. So if you have any questions about Web Talk or anything that you would like to, try to understand, you can ask those questions right now if you like.
I have a lot of questions
Okay.
in Web Talk, but up to now I don't know earn the money in the Web Talk.
Okay. So you want to know how to earn money in Web Talk?
Yeah.
All right. That's a great place to start.
Yeah.
That's the place I like to start. Let me show you. So let's look here. All right, so you can see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So when you get into Web Talk, let's see, get this out of the way. So when you get into Web Talk, this section right here where it says your referrals, see that blue? You see my cursor where it says 4107? That's how many people I have. So when you click on that little plus button, okay, there's a little plus button there on the side, hit the plus button, it'll say level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. So what that is those are the different levels that you can have. If you look over here where it says estimated ad pool commissions, that is how right now one of the things that people can make money on. And that's with emojis are worth 10 points, comments are worth 20 points, and shares are worth 30 points. So when you post on Facebook, right? How many people comment on Facebook? Like if someone makes a post if you make a post on Facebook, how many people comment on that? How many people reply to your posts? Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, I have Facebook.
Yeah. So when you make a post, how many people respond?
I think about 15,
Okay.
50.
50? 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say 50 of those people hit like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So each one of those people who hits like or like an emoji, that's 10 points. So that would be
Yeah,
500 points, right?
Yeah.
If they comment, all 50 of those people make a comment. That's 20 points each. That's what, 1,000 points, right?
Yeah.
And then if they share it, if all 50 of those people were to share your post, that's 30 times 50, which is like 1,500, right? So in one of your posts in Facebook, 1,500, so maybe, let's say 3,000, 2,000 to 3,000 points you would get, okay? So let's look over here. Do you see here under the 1236? See this number? 13,944. That's how many points I have made personally just this month. Now, if we look at these other levels, 167,000 points, 76, 167,000, 76,000, 83,000, 160,000, 286,000. Okay, those are all points just based on likes, comments, and shares. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Ty?
I'm not in this point.
Okay. Do you see where my hand is? The little hand, the cursor? Underneath the 1236. Do you see that? Me
Yeah.
moving? Okay. So right now you joined and you've just joined for free, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So
That's
so
right.
where it says this is your level. This is points that you can make by making posts and doing things like that. If you look at level 1, anybody who uses your link. So if you give your link to a friend, like in Facebook, hey, join me. Anything that they do, any kind of activities that they do, anything that they do to generate points, those points, you get those points as well. Okay? So just for free, you're getting 2 things of points, your points and then your level 1, anybody who you invite. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, each 1,000 points is 1 slice of pie. And 1 slice of pie, let's go over here real quickly. over here, it says, can you see over on the right side, my cursor over here? It says $4,000 for the whole pie for this month. Every slice of that pie is worth 0.015 of a penny. Okay. So if you look at this, it says I've made 789 slices of pie this month. So therefore I've made $12.36. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. So we go back here. We look at this, okay? So you have these two you can make points on yourself and anybody who uses your link. Now, here's another part of making money in WebTalk. If you decide, or if someone who uses your link decides to buy a pro package, then this is what would happen. See this number here? It says June Pro customers. They bought a pro package. The pro package is $200 for the entire year. When you purchase that, if anybody purchases that, if that has your direct link, okay? So anybody who purchased that, or if you purchase that, now what happens is you pay $200 and then people get $20 5 levels up. What does that mean? If you look over here, if you or if someone that you sign up purchases a pro package, now these levels all are yours. The first 1 million people that purchase a pro package, or someone who they've signed up purchases a pro package, will get all 5 levels. Okay, so for free, every single person, if anybody uses WebTalk and they don't pay any money whatsoever, this is what they would get: U level and the level 1. But if they purchase the pro package, they will get 5 levels. So anybody that does anything in 5 levels, all those points go to you, okay? 10% of the company's revenue for each level that's here, okay? So when I say 10% goes to each level, look at what happens. This person, they paid $200, right? So 5 people made $20 because this person purchased a $200 pro package, which means if they purchased a pro package, whoever signed them up got $20. Next person up, $20. Next person up, $20. Next person up, $20, up 5 levels. So 5 people made $20 because this person spent $200 to get a pro package. So $100 would go to WebTalk, and then 10% of that purchase goes to 5 different people. Okay? Does that make sense? Tide, does that make sense? Tide, do you have any questions?
It's great because, you know, he's at work right now. He's
Mhm.
listening to you. He's getting a
Mhm.
class on financial, you know, wisdom in the 21st century. And then I think he's checking his web talk right now. He's like, oh, let me see what's going on. Let me go see my dashboard here.
Right. So Ty, does that make sense to you? I don't know if he's listening now. I'm just talking to myself.
I think he's double checking something. He's checking.
What are
Thank you.
you checking, Ty?
Thank you for guy. It very makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the thing is right now, there's only two things that you can make money on in WebTalk right now. Okay. So
Yeah, okay.
is posting and shares and likes. And this down here is people purchasing the pro package. Okay. But if you look down here, see these things in gray? These will open up soon because it says coming soon. These will generate money as well. So there's a travel portal that will make money. There's going to be a marketplace that will make money. There's going to be a job services. And there's going to be a swag shop, stuff that you can buy with for WebTalk. Okay. All of these things are going to open up. Plus there will be more things that open up. All of these will generate revenue for you, whether you do it for free or whether you pay $200. Okay.
$200
For the year, for 1
Yeah.
year. Okay.
1 year. Yeah, okay.
1 year. Now, here's what I will tell people, and this is just facts. I don't care. I don't care if anybody purchases the pro package. I don't care what you do about that. Because see, here's the thing. Let's say you join for free. Let's say you're on my 3rd level. Whatever happens, I'm going to make money because you're in my 5 levels. If you do something, I get something out of it, whether you pay or you don't pay. Okay. Here's the thing. And this isn't just for you. This is for everybody. 1 million people, only 1 million people will have the 5 levels, which means that 1 million people will make 50% of WebTalk's revenue every month. So let's think about that with social media. Do you know how much you're worth every month in Facebook?
What in Facebook?
In Facebook.
Yeah.
You use Facebook, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. How much are you worth every month in Facebook? What kind of value do you have?
In Facebook, I I have many things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Facebook. You are worth around $3 to $5 every month. Every month you make $3 to $5 in Facebook. But you don't get that, right? No one gives you $3 to $5. So think about this. There's 2 billion people that use Facebook. Every month, 3, 6, maybe like $5, $6 billion is made every month in Facebook. And you don't get any of that money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So what WebTalk says is, look, since you guys are going to use our site, if you do it for free, we'll pay you, and then we'll pay you for
Yeah.
anybody who you give a link to. We'll match your points, their points for you for free.
Yeah.
If you do $200, then you get 5 levels, and you can have infinite amount of people in that 5 levels. Okay.
And that's great.
It's awesome. So that's the thing is as WebTalk grows, all of this money will grow. Okay. This pool here, I'll show you. This pool right here that says $4,000, this is doubling every month. And when the app comes out, because the app is going to come out in July, when the app comes out the next month, this will be multiplied by 10. So let's say that this is 4,000 this month. Next month, it's 8,000 because it gets doubled. But then the app comes out. The month after that, it would be 80,000 right here. And then it would double every month after that. And this is just going to continually grow every month. Okay. So
Yeah,
how
okay.
much action you get, how much, you know, response, people, you know, commenting and doing all that stuff on your posts, that generates pie slices, and those pie slices are part of that money. Okay. So you are just going to keep making more money every month because more and more people will interact with you. Okay. And then if you go and you say, hey, to all your Facebook friends, you should be in Web Talk, and they use your link, then you generate money from what they do as well. So I know that $200 is can be a lot of money. I mean, that seems like a lot of money. It's for a year. But let's say you know someone that has a little bit more money, and you say, hey, you should check out this Web Talk, and they use your link and they purchase the pro package. You still get the 5 levels.
Oh.
If someone who signs up with your link,
5 level.
what's that? Yeah, if they sign up with your link and they pay $200, they get 5 levels and you get 5 levels.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
in reality, you might not have to pay anything because you might know someone that would pay for the pro package. So if you look here, I'll show you. So let's say this is my level 1, right? Let's say one of these people decided to pay for the pro package. I would get all 5 levels. Or if I pay for the pro package, I get all 5 levels. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Does that make sense?
It very makes sense.
Okay. All right. Does that answer your question about the money? Pretty
I
simple.
think I will try from in this time to earn more money
Just for, yeah.
with web talk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So all you would do is you're going to do the same thing that you do in Facebook, the same thing you would do in Instagram. You make posts and people start commenting on it, talking about it, sharing it. And that's just going to generate you and start making you earn money. And then if you or someone that uses your link decides that they want a pro package, as long as they're the first million or the first 1 million, then they would get the 5 levels. Now think about this. Only 1 million people will get 5 levels. Okay. So when I said that you know, Facebook makes like $6 billion in a month, 50% goes to 1 million. So that like $3 billion would be spread out amongst only 1 million people. Because once the 1 million is reached, no more 5 levels. So that means that only 1 million people, no matter how big Web Talk gets, 1 million people will have 5 levels. That's it. Everyone else will only have level U level and level 1. Everyone will make money, but 1 million people will make a lot more. Okay? You have any other questions? Huang, any other questions?
Yeah, no question. Okay.
You're good?
Yeah, very good.
Okay. Hey, Tim, do you know Marco De Vivo? Okay.
Let him in. Here's the individual from Venezuela. We're going to mute
okay.
Ty.
Okay, Ty, we're going to talk to someone else. Stay on if you like. If you have any other questions when we get done talking with Marco, please ask more questions. So if you're thinking and you go, oh, I have a question, just write it down and I'll answer it in just a little bit. Okay. Marco, how are you?
Looks like he had his video on there for a second. And
Yeah.
he's in Thailand. Teacher Andy, he's in Thailand
Okay.
from Venezuela. And
Okay.
met him a couple years ago in a language school in Bangkok when I was learning the Thai language because I needed an educational visa. So I had to pop myself into some conformity. And I met this guy. And he's awesome, dude. He signed up for Web Talk a year ago. Never put in his profile picture. He's a marketer. He shared. We had a couple beers together on the last couple days before I left the language school because I knew I could get a degree or a visa another way with the marriage visa and stuff like that, so I could stay in my home. So now I communicate with him every month or so, once or twice, just to let him know what Web Talk is. It fits him perfectly. As I said, he's a marketer. And then he'll kind of talk to you. And this will be someone that we can actually create a new account if you want with another email, and we can place him wherever you want. Because he created an account about a year or so, like I said ago.
Mm-hmm.
He might have forgotten. And I'd actually like for him to be a new account. We can start fresh, and then we place him. You meet him. He's awesome.
Okay.
And actually, this is the first time I get to see him in a couple years. So yesterday we were supposed to meet. A meeting of his went overtime. He apologized and said, it's all right. Tomorrow we'll be live again, certain times. And I just sent him the link here, and he's trying to get in. We did see him. Let me talk to him in line. See if he's, because he knows Zoom.
Okay. While we're waiting,
Not sure why. Let's catch up
wha-
today. I'm available till 2 p.m. Let me know. I can't join. He's not sure why, but we see him there.
he's in though.
Yeah, let me see. All right, let me leave him, boy. Hey, Marco, you are in right now. We see that your video's off. We did see that you were there. I'm going to remove you and then try to come back in, because if you're available till 2 p.m., this is a good time to talk to Teacher Andy about Web Talk. Okay, so it must be your internet connection. We saw you removed, or you're out. Try again.
I just removed him.
Okay.
I just removed him.
All right, Marco, we just removed you. So just try again, because we did see you. Yeah, he's someone that we need to. I got a long-standing history with him over in line,
Mm-hmm.
showing him what this is and how people are making money. You can market whatever you like. You can get the companies into Web Talk. They can market. They'll make money off emojis and comments. 65 countries.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't take any type of big brain to understand this, especially for the marketers. And again, what's happening to the marketers? They don't touch it.
Yep.
They're not touching it, which.
And it's funny because the marketers are the ones that talk to everybody incessantly and strike out at a huge percentage because people talk to them and then never do anything. But they would be making money on all the interaction all the time.
All the time.
They wouldn't even have to sell what they're trying to market.
Yes.
That's the thing that blows my mind is people aren't understanding that you could make more money just talking about your product than selling it. Which in all reality, wouldn't you then drop the price of your product so that more people could enjoy it?
And that is the beauty of the idea of the Web Talk marketplace that will come.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, RJ wrote some things once a month or so. We'll have all the online companies giving away 90% of their price, just
Mhm.
because we want to benefit everyone.
Mhm.
And not many people are going to understand that little small statement of companies giving the opportunity for a little 90% off for a couple times, so if
Mhm.
well, why? You're getting so much from Web Talk. You're gaining exposure.
Yep.
You're
Yep.
getting comments and emojis. You know how many people are going to be sharing? All right. As we're waiting for Marco, and let's see if he does respond. Let me show something because you
Oh
started
yeah.
it, Teacher Andy. If I can,
I'll
um,
make you a host.
already am.
Oh.
So I'll go into. I don't know how that happened because usually you do have to when I enter in. I'm not sure why. Let me. Okay.
Oh, I think I made
So
you one earlier.
okay, good. Now let me go. Let me show something because my wife is extremely thankful to you. She understands Web Talk, not really because of me. It's because of what you showed in the
Mhm.
IEG travel and the
Mhm.
advertising of the Nest.
Mhm.
So what did she do?
Excuse me.
She now here. Oh, sorry. No, this is the Nest itself. This is Maiwi, the front desk manager. Let me go to my wife because this is a very beautiful thing that happened yesterday. I'm at home. She's at the hotel. She's creating a video in YouTube and she posted not about the hotel itself, but about something else that's being created called services that they can provide companies. So here it is yesterday monthly cleaning outing in June. Now, this I was a part of in
Mm.
May. Remember, I was there on Sunday training the whole
Mhm.
team with, tagging personal, Web Talk posts about their projects and public. Well, this is a video with all their pictures working, and we totally completed the home office 4 units from the Meinhof project. Thank you, Super Nest team. He hashtags beautifully.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, even some things around that area, the street name, home office for sale, Nest property. Well, look at the beauty. This is what people do not understand. And thanks to Teacher Andy over many years, a hotel, our sponsor, we have a hotel sponsor now, Teacher Andy, because of you. The hotel net, the Nest Hotel, 8 emojis, 3 comments. And who's there with the comments? The
Mhm.
Philippine Supermom Marie is there. The Nest is there, but look at the kicker, 29
Oh
shares.
wow. Wow.
I showed her last night. This is huge.
Yeah.
Why is it huge? It's not because she's big. Look at her following. Look at her
Yeah.
followers. It's because of look who's sharing it.
Mhm.
We go down Vietnam, Martin over in
Yep.
Orlando.
Yep.
Powerful unity. Thanks for showing the world. Teacher John, Vietnam, Kem, Vietnam, a couple, Vietnam, Super Dad Annie with a comment to Vietnam, meaning they're getting points and emojis and
Mhm.
comments.
Mhm.
There's the Nest, the hotel sharing hers. They've been taught correctly. Vietnam, 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 a couple little, that's like a bug, you see? It will only count one time there, Web Talkers. So don't get all like, oh, it was shared 6 times by the same person. They have an algorithm. Calm down there, Web Talkers. Learn what algorithms are. Learn what RJ and patent pending technology. The world's never seen what you are a part of. So we just go down to the 29 shares. Vietnam. Where's Teacher Tim? Right there. The IEG Travel Project has a sponsor. But do you understand what this is, Web Talk? You're just beginning to feel it. 29 shares, Teacher Andy. I know you would love that.
Yeah. So, Hoang, if you can answer, how many points was 29 shares? Wang, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
So when you saw that 29 shares, how many points was that? 29 shares, how much is a share worth? What did you write down?
I can see have a lot of member come from Vietnam, right?
Yep. A lot of
And
people in Vietnam.
yeah.
So how
And
much points is one share? If I share, like that post was shared, how many points did I tell you it was?
I think I will try in the first time. Maybe
Here, look. Let's do it this way.
in the
Can
first
you
time I
see-
think
Can you see
maybe
my can you see my screen?
maybe yeah, I see.
Okay. Okay. So see this right here, the emoji?
Yeah, I see.
How many points did I say a like is? How many points? Did you write it down? I thought you were writing it down. If someone likes, so if I hit this like, how many points is that?
1 point,
10 points.
10 point.
10 points. Okay.
1 like, 10 point.
Yep. One like is 10 points.
Yeah.
This comment, if I make a comment right here, how much is this comment?
20
20.
in one. Yeah.
One comment
One
is 20
comment.
points. Okay.
Yeah.
And then shares over here where it says share. How many points to share it?
Maybe 30 point.
Very good. 30. 30.
Yeah.
30. So how many points was 29 shares worth? I'm not very good at math, so that's why I'm asking you. Because I'm not going to try to figure that out. What's 30 times 29? Wang, I'm asking you. I want you to do the math. What is 30 points times 29 shares? 30 times 29.
30.
30 times 29. 30 times 29.
About 100. 100.
100 what?
105.
So 30 points times 29 shares.
100 and 5,000.
Nope. It's 870 points.
800.
870 points. So one post made that person almost 1,000 points with all the shares plus the comments and the likes, probably over 1,000 points, which is 1,000 points is one piece of pie. Now that one post basically right now made them about 0.015 of a penny. So a penny 0.5, right, Tim?
I just bought something in WebTalk, and my friend come to and like, comment, and share, and I will earn earn money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
very easy.
The easiest thing I've ever done. Yes, because if you look right here on this, 5 emojis, 10 points, that's 50 points. 1 comment is 20 points. So that's 70 points. And then 5 shares, 5 times 30 is 150. So 150, 170, 100 and let's see, 220 points. So on just one post that someone made, they made 220 points. It's that easy.
Yeah,
It's literally
I-
that easy.
yeah, I think so.
Mhm. And so if you think about all the people that are constantly interacting on Facebook, thousands and thousands and thousands of comments and shares and likes, 0 points. 0 money that you make in Facebook.
Yeah,
But if you tell all of your friends, all we have to do is make posts and reply and share and like each other's posts, you're going to start generating revenue. It's that easy.
yeah,
It really is.
I love that he said it was, oh, that's so easy. And let me mute his microphone because he has background people working.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Wonderful
Yeah.
that he was listening, be able to. Now, let's do another comparison because Facebook, many people share your Facebook posts. You get comments, emojis in Facebook. And who makes the money? Facebook. Facebook makes the money. You have a place to share pictures of the pool where you're swimming. I'll be right back and I'll show you in Web Talk the teacher Tim's going to go swimming right now. How about that? And as we show, we're going to get emojis and comments and shares in Facebook. Who cares about Facebook? We're going to get them in Web Talk. And what's going to happen? What happens in Web Talk? You get points based on emojis and comments and shares. Oh no! Did anybody watch The Wizard of Oz in the 20th century? What were they afraid of? Comments, emojis, and shares. Oh no! Down the yellow brick road, comments and shares and emojis. Oh no! Comments and shares and emojis. Oh no! Well, that's what's happening to humanity right now. So let's do a comparison here, Vietnam, because you're a web talker that gets it. YouTube. What do you need to do in YouTube to make money in YouTube? Hey guys, I'm here today. I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to make a video on how to perfectly dive into a swimming pool that's 1 foot deep. And this is how you dive in to a pool that's 1 foot. This is how you do it. I'll show you. And you take time to make a video and you edit the video and you put it into YouTube. And what happens? People search in YouTube. They search swimming. They search teacher swimming, how to swim. And they go to your video. Oh, I don't like that guy. Out. Oh, I like this. I'm going to subscribe. So I get a notification. I'm going to give a like and a comment. Well, do you know how many subscribers you need to get any money in YouTube? Do you? No, you don't. Well, my wife just created 1 video from YouTube, promoted her cleaning service in Web Talk, and made almost 2 pennies in Web Talk. Over 1,000 points, because 29 shares times 30 is 870 points, Vietnam. Where were you in math class? Because they gave you too much math. They oversimplified how math really is. So you can't figure it out in a second language, can you? I don't care about that, Vietnam, right now. What I care about is opening up your mind. My wife made over $0.015 for 1,000.1 Web Talk post, 29 shares, comments and emojis, over 1,000 points. She made almost 2 pennies for one Web Talk post. And you know what else? Other people shared it and other people got comments and emojis and they got money too. But you're not going to understand that, YouTube, are you? Because you only care about yourself, don't you? No, you don't, YouTubers. You created from your heart. And then when you created from your heart, that was called time. There's a value to your time in YouTube. And YouTube figured it out over a decade ago. We will get YouTubers to create videos. And when we get big enough, advertisers will come in. Advertisers will come in and we'll give revenue to the YouTubers when they're big enough. When you're small like my wife, you can't get anything in YouTube. You got to build up a base. She's got the base. It's called Innovative English Global, over 65 countries, led by Teacher Andy and the Vietnam Web Talk community. And you're part of it. You know how many in Vietnam understand Web Talk? You want to know? You want to know how many people? Look at Teacher Tim's points, Vietnam, because I'm not going to be able to say your name, Ty. I'm glad that you're here, Ty. But if you go to the gift feature of Web Talk, look at the point notification of an hour ago. 186,000 points. I'm going to show you the notification right here. Teacher Tim got yesterday 186,000 points. Look at June, the free rewards program, $17.60. All of you should be looking now at this. What's the pro commissions? What is this? How can I be 5 levels? Let's stop for a second and start thinking about being the first million IEG. Like Vietnam, 12 of you in April purchased the pro package, $200 for a year. Why? Because you saw a value that you would learn English for free, and then you would support Web Talk for $200 for the year. You would get 5 levels, and the person that invited you would get 5 levels, and you would grow together. But does the rest of the world understand that? No, because you're not in the true compassionate world. You're in the me world, the narcissistic world. Let me take a screenshot of me with a selfie so I can get 1 million likes in Facebook and Instagram, and that's going to be Wonderland. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. It's a book of silliness. And here comes Mr. Web Talk. Well, I don't think we should allow Mr. Web Talk. He doesn't have 5,000 points yet in 30 minutes. 5,000 points every 30 minutes to come into one of these IEGs with Teacher Andy now. How about that? My sister's coming. My sister in San Francisco is on a walk right now. She's going to come in. She said, Teacher Tim, do I have to have the video on? Can I just listen? I said, Suze, you can listen. Come in. Here she is. Here she is. Mr. Web Talk, you're going to have to put on your listening skill for this one because we're popping in the gooser. Look at her. Look at her. Hey, come on. Yeah, there she is. Whoa! There she is. There she is. Hey, Goose. See, she's for a walk right now. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs on the 7th floor with all the residents there at home. Are they out and about in Bangkok, Thailand? Oh, they're out now, Gooser. Just like you. Hey, what happened? You're not supposed to put the video on. The world's not supposed to see you right now.
Should I turn it off? I don't know how to do it. I don't go on Zoom very much, or at least this time. Should I take the video off?
No, leave it on. Leave it on.
Leave it on,
Okay.
Suze. You're good to go. Let me just introduce to everyone who this individual is. Teacher Andy, this is my youngest sister, Susanna. Susie, the gooser. And it is incredible to see her inside of Zoom. Now, Suze, the reason why we even wanted to get to talk to you, you know, all the messages inside Messenger. Hey, Web Talk, join Web Talk. Hey, get into Web Talk, get into Web Talk. Hey, hubba bubba, blah, 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 blah. Oh, and what do you say? I'm intimidated by Web Talk. You're
Well,
not alone.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not alone, Suze. And let me just share with you that Teacher Andy with the red cap, it's a Bulls cap, Chicago Bulls. You know Michael Jordan. You know all that glory. Teacher
I know
Andy's
Michael
over in
Jordan.
Atlanta. Yeah. So, Suze, we're not going to talk about really anything other than it's really nice to see you today. And walking in San Francisco is exactly what we want to show the world, Suze. The whole world wants to listen to each other and learn from stories, adventures. This is what we're creating, Suze. Over 65 countries. And we're putting them all together in a new platform that wants to secure the privacy of whatever you create and take care of you in a platform. Whatever you create, you can be part of something special. Revenue, promoting, teaching, private posts, everything. And Suze, we're going to connect you with individuals that are exactly as you are. You're going to be able to connect with them. You're going to listen to their ideas. You're going to be able to promote the companies together. Because what you shared in an email, do you think my brother didn't read it? Do you think your brother didn't read it? That email that you sent?
I didn't know because it wasn't acknowledged and I wasn't sure I had the right email. So I actually didn't know.
Well, Teacher Andy knows that I read it. And I said, what you are a part of to sell essential oils as a company and how you feel about it and how you back it up and you want others to join you. Well, let me just share with you, you're going to get so many people from Web Talk to join you, and you're going to promote together in Web Talk, and you're going to grow. And the MLM that you're a part of, oh yeah, Teacher Andy, it's an MLM. And you know what, Suze? You're in a room of open-minded human beings that will support you 1,000%.
It's good to hear.
And so Web Talk supports everyone. The intimidation factor that you shared, actually, the whole world is the same way. When, Suze, how much do you make from Facebook every single month when you share posts inside Facebook and get shares and emojis and comments? How much does Facebook pay you to promote your company every month?
Is that a trick question?
Actually, no.
No, it's a real question.
It's a real good. And then she's playing with me because I'm the brother who's going to throw the trick questions. No, it isn't, Gooser.
But did you see Huang smile? Because he already heard this.
No, I can only see one person at a time. I think I need to
okay.
swipe to see more.
okay.
Okay.
I see now.
Oh, good. You got it with Zoom. Good. So, Suze, do you know how much you get every month from Facebook for making posts and promoting your business?
Well, I don't really use Facebook in that way, at least yet.
Instagram?
I've been Instagram,
Okay, well
yeah.
Okay, so
okay, good.
Same question with Instagram.
I mean, I didn't think that I got paid in any way, but I definitely receive interest and get clients by showing my work. But I don't do a whole lot of promoting. For me, word of mouth and my patients and clients all come from within the community. So I'm just now starting to explore how I can utilize Facebook and Instagram for the essential oils, because there's a huge community here, and I want to expand as much as I can. But I'm not a big promoter, and I'm also not a great seller. So I liked
But
the
but
approach I'm taking. Go ahead.
let me ask you this. But you know what your product is and you can talk about it all day long, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, continue.
Yeah. It took me about 5 years to get to a point where I am comfortable with looking at it in a way where I'm selling it and not just,
Mhm.
you know, I've been sharing it for about 5 years, and
Right.
the amount of people that come to me at this point, it's kind of mind blowing. So because of the pandemic and just all kinds of things going on, the
Right.
nonprofit that my partner and I started a few years ago just needs a lot of funding, and I just want to circulate as much as I can at this point.
Mhm.
And it just felt like a no-brainer to just kind of dive in and see where I could tap in, like what communities can I tap into. And you know, this big trajectory that teacher Tim is in, or with being in touch with people from around the world, is a new that's new to me. Like I'm
Mhm.
very used to just kind of close knit community, you know, people that I know. So
Right.
that's
Right.
something I need to just sort of figure out what my comfort zone is. I'm also, you know, I want to step outside of my comfort zone and learn how to, you know, to utilize this as much as my own circle here. So
Mhm.
yeah, I've been wanting to just kind of connect for a long time, just hasn't, you know, hasn't happened yet. So
Okay, so let me ask you this. Your close-knit community, how many
mhm.
people is that?
How many people? Probably about around 1,000.
Okay.
That's like
Okay.
within, yeah, within San Francisco Bay Area.
Okay. So let's say you continue with just 1,000 people. Let's say you don't have to talk to anybody else. I mean, that's
Hmm.
that's really bad business basically, but the idea here is you say I'm more about a small group. Okay. So let's say that small group probably emails you, probably messages you, probably talks to you about your product daily, a little bit here and there. Those 1,000 people are constantly talking to you, right?
Well, yes, but the model is broken up so that they don't need to always come to me. And the team that I've started to build, we kind of all work together. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to any number of these people. So,
Right. Right.
and it's growing. So, you know, I don't intend on spending my days talking about oils all day long. But
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
yeah,
Like you're literally saying exactly what I want you to say. And what's gonna be interesting is with people watch us, because we're live right now. We're live on Web Talk right now. And this is great to hear someone who is part of, a business, part of, multi-level marketing or affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it, referral marketing, whatever that may be that you have as far as your company. You're literally saying the exact things that you should be saying. So what you've done is you have you somewhere, and then you have different people that are part of your group that are also helping other people.
right.
Okay. So let's say you have 20 people that are answering questions from other people. Now, when someone asks them a question and they respond, they send them an email, or they might send them a quick, post or something on social media, whatever. How much money do you make from that?
So I'm not sure if you're familiar. I mean, I think all the models are different, but specifically with Young Living essential oils, if someone uses my number specifically, then I get 4%. And then if there's someone that I brought in that does the work, bring someone in, then I get 2%,
Mm-hmm.
and so on and so on. So
Right.
there can be
But
3 or 4
but they
people.
but they have to sell something, and you have to sell something to make that 4% or 2%.
Well, I'm setting myself up so that I don't have to be the seller.
Mm-hmm.
I've already done several years where I've given away the oils in many variations, whether it's like specific blends I've made or just from my own personal stash.
Right.
So I don't, other than an occasional workshop with either the midwives or the practitioners here, I don't have any interest in being the person out there trying to sell the stuff. So I'm being strategic about who I am bringing in as my, what they call the legs, and sort of setting it up in a way that, you know, I can, you know, have passive income eventually. I mean, I already do, but enough where I can then use that income for things that I believe in. So I think that's the part that I've been missing all these years, is that looking at it as a business and less as a hobby in a way. So I'm ready to do that, and I have to figure out a way to be comfortable with using the internet. I'm definitely a grandma when it comes to like figuring out all the internet stuff, and like I barely check my messages and from Facebook Messenger, and I'll ask my brother a question and like won't even check for a month later and be, oh, can't believe I forgot. It's like that. So you know, that's probably going off on a tangent, but
No,
actually,
actually it's not. It's really not.
And let me, because Teacher Andy, he already knows about how these systems work on the pay of what you just shared. He's actually talking about something else, the communication part.
And that's the thing is I know what you're talking about. You're in a mindset of I've been giving the product out. I've been building my company. I've been building my team. Now they're going to work. I'm going to get passive income as they sell and do whatever. I get that part.
Right.
But my question to you is, if somebody emails or messages or watches a video and shares a video about your product, do you get paid for that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm going to say no.
Yeah. I don't think it works that way. I think it's literally someone has to put your number in that line in order to get paid.
So there's the connection. There's the mind thinking that, oh wait, it's number to sell a product, then you'll make money. We're not even talking about even the number. That's going to be exposure. The number's going to get out there, Suze. We're talking about the communication in the platforms like Facebook and Instagram, where people are sharing your videos.
Any communication doesn't matter if it's in social media. It's
there's the great connector that even my sister, and that's the situation that the world is having trouble with Web Talk. We're not talking about sharing your video with the number and when you sell income. No, we're talking about communication of just that video, getting it out to the world, getting it out to the masses of people.
To me, that speaks to the integrity of where I'm coming from. And it isn't about making the money for me. It just hit me though, like a ton of bricks the other day, that I can utilize though what we have so that I can spread, you know, the income and the knowledge of the Niles, of the oils, all at once. So it's kind of a combination for me.
But here's the thing. I heard you say earlier that you're at a point where you can kind of start making decisions based on your income as how to use that income to do good things.
Right.
So money, income is still important to you. It might not be important that it goes in your pocket, but it's still important for you to do something with it that is good.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the thing, is a lot of people that when you talk to them, they say, well, money isn't the driving force. Money isn't the thing, but it still is a factor. It is still that you would like to have more, anybody would like to have more money, but then you would be able to use it in a way that would better, the world. I mean, That's what I'm hearing.
Ultimately, I would like no money
Right. Right. What's that?
for anyone. I think ultimately I would just prefer the world to have no money.
Right. And
So
just to
just
be
thought I'd say
bartering
that.
and sharing. Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing is the reason I'm asking these questions is one, to try to kind of get you to move to a different, you say, well, I'm a little bit of a grandma in the technological world, which is fine. Trust me, we have we have old to young. We have everybody in between. We have people that don't know what's going on with technology. We have people that know tons. I don't know a ton all the time. I still have to figure things out. But here's the thing, and I'm going to ask the question again and see if you figure it out. You said, let's say you have a promotional video, right?
Mhm.
If you send that promotional video to your people to send out, and then they send it out to all their people, and let's say 1,000 people watch that video, they might hit like, they might comment about it, they might even share that video. I'm not talking about the video making you money because of the product that they bought. I'm talking about the very simple act of either liking it, commenting on it, or sharing it. Does your team make money doing that?
No, I don't think so.
Not at all. I can
No.
guarantee you that they don't make money doing that. Now, here's what I'm going to say that's going to blow your mind, and it'll take a while for you to understand this, but I truly believe with 100% that if you were to start doing Web Talk and start showing the people that you interact with all the time about Web Talk, the interaction, the likes, the comments, and the shares will start making you more money than you selling your product.
So, so that's how Web Talk works.
That's
The more
part of
you
it.
get, okay.
That's part of it.
So I think that was, I didn't know that. I think that that helps me understand the platform a little
Mhm.
bit. So,
Mhm. Because
Hey,
you-
Suze, Teacher
Yeah.
Andy, let me pop in because let me reinforce that. Let me reinforce that fact that's happening. And we're only in the beginning stages of everybody has a product to sell. Everybody has something in the world to give, a value to give. Wonderful. Web Talk can support you and give based on what you create in Web Talk. Here is someone you know. Here is Vanda. Suze. Here's Vanda in Web Talk.
Can you see his screen, Susie?
I can see, yeah, I can see the nest of eagles.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Okay. So this is Vanda's Web Talk account, Teacher Patty's account. And what she has done is she created a video in YouTube based on an activity in May with services for the hotel that they offer. She promotes it, shares it in Web Talk. Over 65 countries are connected with Teacher Andy and Teacher Tim. And what's happened yesterday, she shared, this is her title, monthly cleaning outing in June 2020. Actually, this is for May. We totally completed the home office 4 units from Mind Hoff project. Thank you, Super Nest team. She shares the YouTube video in Web Talk. She got 8 emojis. She got 3 comments and she got 29 shares.
Okay.
Meaning one Web Talk post made her over 2 pennies, 2 cents in one Web Talk post. She didn't sell
And
her product.
So
She
who's
just-
paying that though? Web
That
Talk?
is a beautiful question. And that is what the world doesn't understand, Suze, is the way that a platform grows is by getting users. And when you get enough users to actually use it, who comes in next? What happened with TV? When TV began to grow, advertisers began to create commercials. The advertisers put commercials in, the TV stations made money. So what was happening? 30-second commercial spots, 15-second. You made money through what the product was on TV. Platforms are no different. Facebook has over 1 billion users. Advertisers want in. Free users use Facebook. Facebook, because the advertisers want in, they want eyeballs, over 1 billion users. Now, Facebook makes billions every month. Web Talk says, you know what? That's a high level greed. We need to stop it. RJ, the CEO, is saying advertisement inside Web Talk, and it's already there. This month is $4,000, can be given to all users based on your content. $4,000. So whatever content you create, whatever emojis and comments and shares you get, you accumulate those points and there's a value.
Got it. So you're comparing it to Facebook then, correct?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We're not. This is nothing to do with Facebook, nothing to do with Instagram. This is a higher level than those platforms of greed. They're just greed.
Okay.
We can't compare greed to something that's truly compassionate. You can't.
Right. No, I
can't do it.
agree. I agree.
And it's
Yeah.
the same thing, because I know who you are when you're talking to Teacher Andy about who you are. First of all, saying the grandma comment, I know who you're talking about. And second is I know that you are bringing the barter system back into the world. That is a fact. Because the barter system is coming back. And the fiat currency is going to just dissolve. It's going to fade away. When you have a minority showing the world their value and using technology to support them through advertisements, hint, hint, clue, clue, YouTube did it over a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
This is not YouTube either, because my wife doesn't have 1,000 followers and 1,000 subscribers in Web Talk to make money. She has a network of legs. You don't want to be the legs. Well, let your brother be the legs, because I'll run forever in the 24 hours. I am an ever-ready battery of a program that I will run for 24 hours, Suze, because the program of the ever-ready battery, the ever was running in the 20th century. I saw the commercial that programmed me. So now I'm going to run for 24 hours. Done. So, Suze, remember you shared 5 years ago the essential oils when we sat in the kitchen. I shared your story on a Web Talk Live a week ago. And I said to you, you are on the correct path of the essential oils. You believe in the company, you believe in the product, and what you create outside of the company is actually what you create to support true wellness. I know it because it comes from you. I listened to you at the kitchen table across with the flowers in the middle. And I said that I would stand with you when you were ready. And there's something more. You're on the correct journey. There's something right next to it at the top that's even more of nature's law. But we'll get to that when your journey crosses it through permission-based. Your essential oil company, Suze, prepare yourself for the whole world to know, because it's exactly what is needed. And you will get passive income based on your true compassion. Because I know, does Teacher Andy know about a human being that doesn't care about money? Oh, he does. You're looking at your brother who doesn't care about money. I don't care about money. But I would be stupid, Suze. I would be stupid. I would be actually a stupid human being to not go for Web Talk and say, Teacher Andy invited me. You can make money in Web Talk to support whatever you want to create in the world. It would be stupidity for me to say, nah, Teacher Andy, I'll stay in Facebook and Instagram and I'll just keep posting in there. So you don't know, Gooser, that I was with Tom, Uncle Tom, in June of 2018, supporting him. You already know about that. I was on a roof in South Carolina, and Teacher Andy said in Messenger, Teacher Tim, do you have time? I want to share an idea. It's called Web Talk. Let me get off the roof. Give me 30 minutes. I'll come off the roof. And we did a Facebook Live. A Facebook Live of emojis and comments and shares. Oh no. Emojis and comments and shares. Oh no. Well, now when he shares the idea, Suze, that he's going to use Web Talk to support teachers around the world, especially in America, to make a little extra revenue, Teacher Tim is all in, because that's exactly what's needed. We need teachers with more support, not quacking their mouth to governments and saying, hey, give me more money, give me more money. And what does the government say? We're going to get more money from taxes from people. And what happens? There's a war in between. It's based on the stupidity of fiat currency, the thing that you want gone. Well, let me tell you something. We're going to kick it right off the cliff. It's called karma. It's called karma. And it's right on the edge of the cliff. You're the only one that's going to understand me right now talking, Suze. Because you are my so-called blood. And remember, I don't care about blood. What I care about are visions and creating them. I am a true project-based teacher, Gooser. Nothing else, nothing more, and surely nothing less than that. I am on the 7th floor of a hotel of my wife in Bangkok, Thailand, supporting my wife for 12 years because she shared the same visions online when I was on the Big Island of Hawaii. And I stand here today to continue to support her. And now, Suze, we have you to support. And Teacher Andy is going to share behind the scenes. I would love for you to make a new account in Web Talk, forget the old one, and I want you to connect with Teacher Andy.
Did I set one up?
You did, but we forget about it. We forget about it. We're going to show something, Teacher Andy, right here. I'm going to give you blood, and you're going to run with my sister, and she's going to use my legs, just like Teacher Andy uses my legs in the 24 hours. And we're going to build something so beautiful for you to create the bigger vision that the money's going to come to you passively and actively together. And you're going to be able to help so many people, Suze. That's a guarantee. I just need you aboard now. And you are, because you came in here. You took time with a walk in San Francisco. Did you make it to the beach? Where
No,
are
I
you?
made it
Where's
to
the cliffs?
You see the cliff? Yeah, I'm on a cliff right now. If I might actually blow me over. It's pretty windy. But the sunset is setting on Golden Gate Bridge over there. I climbed up to like close to Twin Peaks, which is the highest point in the city. So it's pretty steep hills. I was trying not to huff and puff so much.
Yeah, I'll take the huff and puffing, just like when Dad died at the church, and I stood up to kind of support you as about when you're about to break, and I hold your arm when you're still talking, and then that energy went through me and I started breaking. I started crying, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Now you continue to talk. I took the tears and you continue to talk. And the same thing right now, Suze, you use my energy. You use it. Remember what Dad said. He's building a new home. What did he say? The last words on the phone to his oldest son, Tim, I'll build a new home. And I said simply, go. I'll see you soon. Because
I might see him sooner, Tim. If I fall off the cliff.
Yeah. All right. So, Suze, I'm going to stop here and let Teacher Andy come and talk because he's the calmer energy.
Really? Really?
Oh, yeah. That's very hard to believe, though, huh, Teacher Andy?
I won't
Thank you,
jump
Suze. Thank you.
I won't throw my chair around today.
I think he muted you, Tim.
Yeah. So yeah, so I mean, here's the thing is, you know, what I about, you don't want to be the person that has to promote and do all that stuff. You know, you're at that
I don't mind
point.
working. It's not that. It's just that.
No.
Yeah,
No,
just wanted-
I didn't.
wanted to-
I understand what you're saying though. Is it takes a lot of work to build any sort of entrepreneurial business. And once you get to a certain point, you want to have, you know, people that are doing things for you, so that, you know, so that you'll be able to do what you want to do. And what's cool about this is, you know, we've started getting businesses involved, and what we do is, you know, what I'm starting to do now is, you know, with our travel group, we have a massive travel group. I'm starting to take videos from businesses and putting them into these Zoom meetings as advertising, as advertisement. So like I was saying to you, you know, you hand a video over, we hit play, and people start commenting. Well, when people start commenting and liking and sharing that video, ultimately that's going to produce revenue for you without you having to do that kind of work. And so, you know, and the thing is, you know, when I hear that you say, okay, I have a very large team. I think 1,000 people is a very large team, because the way I look at it is, and I'll say it with 1,000, but you know, you may not get all 1,000 people to be part of Web Talk, but I think if they know who you are and they know how you do business with this business, they probably would join. But the thing is if you have 1,000 people and all 1,000 people only talk to 10 other people, that's 10,000 more people that are in Web Talk that are producing revenue for you just by their interaction.
Right.
Not
No,
about
I understand.
sales.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's beautiful about this is when people realize, the thing is most entrepreneurs, once they listen just a little bit, they see the value of Web Talk almost instantly, because it's so powerful to think all the work that I do trying to get people involved or trying to get people to buy something, I could be getting revenue for all that work as well. That makes a lot of sense. And so, you know, that's the beauty of this. And, you know, at some point, you know, we'll have to, you know, kind of sit down and talk a little bit more and answer some questions and, you know, kind of show you a little bit more, you know, when you have time to sit down and actually look at a screen and see what's going on with Web Talk. I mean, it will blow your mind, because you already have that kind of that you know, affiliate or referral kind of marketing, you know, idea in your head, which is exactly what this is, but nobody is having to buy anything to be a part of it.
Right.
And that's what's cool about this.
I think at this point, I just need a little bit of like guidance to get sort of like build that momentum. And I understand it. I just, because it's such a new concept, or not a new concept, but it will be a new piece to how I operate. I need, like, you know, you're telling me I need to submit a promotional video, right? And, you know, I could make that happen.
I mean, if you want to, that's fine. You don't have to, like this is the beauty of this, is when I talk to like teachers that are, you know, wanting to, you know, get involved, where they're like, well, what do I have to do? You don't have to do anything.
Well, if you wanted to,
is this an example, like a promotional video? Yeah, a video kind of gets the word out, and we can, you know, and people will see it. And I tell people all the time, we have, you know, we've built 65 countries. Now, is every single person from 65 countries going to buy your product? Probably not. But I would say a lot of them are definitely going to talk to you about it. They're
Mhm.
going to like your stuff just because they know who you are, just because you're part of this group that is in Web Talk, that is just this group. The IEG group is growing massively quickly, and they have been really, people are being trained to understand the value of interaction and the value of supporting one another even if you don't know each other. And it's becoming something to where it's almost kind of, I always call it like an ecosystem. And the ecosystem here is people understanding that the more that they support each other, that support is going to help them as well.
Yeah. I mean, what better time to launch it or
Yeah.
And actually,
shift it.
Suze, when you said about, what you might need to do, a video and stuff, thank you for listening to Teacher Andy talk, because what you can do is you can send pictures to me and I'll create the videos based on the wording anything you want, you just send to me.
Okay.
You see, and I'll create the video and then we'll promote it out. And then you get your team together and you get them in a Zoom with us.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 leaders that really understand and stand with the product and want to be part of something even more. Get them together, and then you will be inviting them with your Web Talk invitation from Teacher
Okay.
Andy or whoever he gives, and then we're going to grow that beautiful network. And there's going to be a lot of support in that network. And then outside of the network, people are going to be giving you emojis and comments and shares. Oh no, they're going to give you, and you're going to get more emojis and comments. I'm sorry, more revenue for your team based on promoting your product, based on sharing pictures of the cliff, a nice sunset in San Francisco. Personal side, you're going to get emojis because they know who you are. You're already getting exposure right now, Suze, in Web Talk, in YouTube, to Web Talkers, 5 million users. There are going to be many that get to know who you are. So that right there, put it on me. Whatever you want to promote, you share with me. I'll create it, and we'll help you put it into Web Talk. And we will tag certain people that will then know to share it out to the larger audiences of Web Talk, getting you revenue. And Suze, you are the grandmom, like you said, that's your fact. And
Yep.
I understand that part. It's in beta. Web Talk is in beta. So it's going to launch with an application in the next month or so. And when that happens, the whole world is going to join in. Right now, it's just in some type of world where they're testing and fixing things and making
like purgatory.
it better. Yeah, it's like a beautiful purgatory where you got your brother jumping up and down because more and more people are sharing it and promoting it. Yeah, it's like a beautiful purgatory. Yeah. We don't even think about the other side going down there. We're not thinking about that side going up there. We're just in this little in between. Yeah,
I
it,
love
Suze.
gray area. Yeah, I'm all about the gray area, just in general.
So, Suze, are you still on your walk? That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta
good.
get in
She's
my.
relaxed, Teacher Andy. And what we're going to do also is once you get a couple of your leaders together, Teacher Andy will give you an invitation to who he decides that you'll connect with. Because remember, Suze, we still have Aunt Tammy to grab
I know. Well,
into the glory.
she was on my Zoom tonight. I'm sorry that I spaced on. I thought I did send it to you in the email, but Tam was on it, and she's back on to the team, Young Living team. So I think she's also ready to dive in a different way.
Well, there you. Okay.
Yeah, we just need to set it up for her, and then
Exactly.
we'll just do it together.
Exactly. Because we know what's on her plate as well. Just like every human being, they got their plate full in the 20th, in the 21st century. My sister's no different. She's got her plate full, just like Teacher Andy, just like everyone. And we can support Aunt Tammy as well, our sister, Suze. And she'll go right with you. Forget about the other account. She'll go right with you, and it'll be such a matching support system. You're gonna love what comes next, Suze. And what you hear is being created over the past couple years. Ever since I got off the roof with Uncle Tom and teacher Andy shared this next level type of world, it's been an incredible journey of now connecting more people from around the world, and we have a beautiful network inside here. And Suze, I'm not sure if you can see the screen, but before you do head out, because I do know that you need to get back to family and stuff like that and things. I'm just going to go into Web Talk really quick, and I'm going to show you.
Okay.
This is your brother's account. It's called a true nonprofit. A true nonprofit means a true nonprofit doesn't ask anybody for money. A nonprofit, what do? They ask people for money. Those people give money. How do they get it? Do they find it off a tree? No, they do not. They have to work for it. This is a true nonprofit. Well, look at the dashboard in Web Talk of your brothers. $17.60 in June advertisement commissions. 5,299 referrals. And if you go to May in beta, Suze, it's already finished. I just click May, $70.71 made from a free rewards program of Web Talk. Now, how did I get this? Look at the points. It's kind of small though, because you're on your phone. If you see the points, if you see 520,000 points just by me, and then you see the other levels, 223,000, the bottom level, almost 1 million. This is only emojis, comments, and shares. Oh no. This is promoting visions. That's it.
Right, but so that's $70 that you made in 1 month by practically doing nothing.
If you want to say nothing, then
Well,
you calculate
I can
24 hours times 31 days in May, and then you'll say something. Oh my God, that's a lot of hours committed to humanity. So Suze,
Right.
so I'm not talking to you. I'm not even talking to you, Suze, because exactly this is something that the world says passive. You don't know what passive is. That's just the program. Income is income. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to create in the world, you want to make income from it. So you're passionate first.
Right.
Income will come second. That's a guarantee, because if anybody truly reads the books out there of the successful human beings, what do they say inside their stories, inside their journeys? They created from a dream, from an idea connected to their spirit. And they didn't care about the no's. They dove in and they went for it. And Suze, Web Talk, it depends on us if it will work or not. That's the beauty of it. It doesn't depend on the CEO of Web Talk. He had the idea. It depends on us inviting people. It depends on us creating Web Talk posts that are unique. It depends on companies like you, companies that you stand with. And when you stand with something and you believe in something, if you promote it out, other people are going to love it. They're going to comment. They're going to emoji. They're going to share. And you're going to make revenue based on the passion to help humanity with wellness. And that's exactly what the essential oils are. It's an airborne glory that will absorb in and move the lymph. But does humanity understand that? No. They're programmed another way. That's for another day. Remember, Suze, the evolution, what your brother was saying was doing. Remember, even when our father died 5 years ago and we had a disease attached to the family. Remember, Teacher Tim, your brother removed the disease. It was a human being, permission based on our beautiful brother. That disease had to be removed. This is about permission based as well. Remember those words from 5 years ago. I'm only permission based. And when you're permission based, the cure will happen naturally. And that's what's happening, Suze, to humanity. We're listening to each other and sharing experiences. And through that, like Teacher Andy said, we're commenting on emojis, even with people that we never met before. We know we're connected to a group of givers. That's Innovative English Global. That's the Vietnam Web Talk community. Suze, we are reforming the educational systems now in the world. They just don't know it. They're still bogged down by they need more money. And so we are here talking about a business. We're not talking about the so-called educational reform, which actually, if you reform the education, what happens next? Businesses are grown naturally because humans have ideas. It's called imagination. And when you share about your idea, you don't know how many people are going to love what you are sharing to the world, especially in Web Talk. And Teacher Andy shakes his head very gently because he knows. This is not a joke, Suze. And I appreciate the time you spent because we don't talk. And I know how extremely compassionate and passionate you are towards your world and the beautiful adventure you went on for a year. And we'll talk about that another time. Because once the world knows that adventure, are you ready for your 1,000, your team of 1,000 to grow to 10,000? Because this is about your team, Suze. You talked about your team and how you wanted to support them. That's exactly what we are creating on a global stage. And we are not asking anyone for money. Just share your ideas and let us promote it together. Done.
Done. I like it. I'm in.
Wonderful, Suze. Hey, Suze, we'll talk very soon,
Yes.
okay?
Okay.
Anything that pops in your head, messenger for me, and we connect with Teacher Andy. He's going to share a link that he decides. You sign up whenever you're ready. Any questions, and then we'll go to the next steps.
Okay.
And Vanda will be here next time.
Oh yeah.
She heard me like an ape, like a gorilla outside on the pool. She's shaking her head.
She's in the pool?
No, she's in her office in the air conditioning.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Thank you, Suze.
All right.
Hey,
Love
Teacher
you,
Andy, you want to say a couple final words to my
No,
sis before?
just thanks for coming by and talking. It's nice to meet another family member. I don't know if you can be as intense as he is, but if you have
that. I don't think
he
that's
does
possible.
towards your business, there's
I'm
no
silent. I'm
stopping.
silently intense.
Right.
Silent version.
That's a beautiful answer too.
But this
Wow.
is something that I think that when you not only yourself, but if people that are connected with you that kind of have the same passion and ideas towards the product and the business that you have, I mean, they're going to respond to this so positive. Like, it's just going to be such a positive response because they're going to understand almost instantly what the value of this could be for them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and the bottom part, like the bottom line to me is when you said, I just would like to have a little bit more money to help other people. And to me, that's exactly what Web Talk is all about. That's exactly, you know, for myself, that is one of the driving forces is I want teachers to have a little bit better of a life. You know, because teachers do struggle every day and they don't have, you know, they're living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't think that should never be something that a teacher has to deal with. And so, you know, here you say that, I mean, that's the way I feel. Him feels too. It's all about helping other people.
Right. I'm in a world where I'm in the birth world, so I'm constantly up against low income families and seeing lots of like women of color passing away during birth because they don't have the
Right.
resources, and like
Right.
that's where my passion lies, and that's not that it matters where the money's going to go or anything, but I'm determined to help these families in a way, and unfortunately, we do need some funds, at least right now, to get
Mhm.
certain things to
Yep. Yep.
start
Yep.
materializing. So
And
the
you
motivation.
know, that's a huge factor for me. I know exactly what you're talking about there, because every time that we've been in the hospital, my wife has been very adamant of, you have to be very strong in how you talk to doctors, because women of color, even if they have insurance, aren't treated
Mhm.
as well as they should be. So yeah, I understand all that. And we'll talk a little bit more, and we're gonna get this thing going.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you,
Ernie,
Suze.
we're almost ready to talk to you. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll talk to Mr. Web Talk here. Hey, Suze, enjoy the rest of your evening, okay? We'll talk in Messenger whenever you're ready, okay? Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
Have a good night.
Good morning. Have a good day over there, right?
Russia. We got Russia here as well, in Vietnam.
Oh
Suze.
man, I don't know what time it is over there, but okay. All right.
You'll learn
Well,
quick,
nice
Suze. Thank you, Suze.
All
Okay,
right,
bye.
bye-bye.
See ya. Wonderful, man.
All right, Ernie.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
How
Hello,
are you?
everybody. I'm great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's always pleasure to listen to you all and to take your vision. And actually, let me say a couple of words. And
Hey, Mr. Web Talk, Mr. Web Talk,
I
Mr.
will
Web Talk.
out.
Can you move your microphone? It might be not as connected. There's like a little
What about
static
now?
with you.
Is it better? Is it better?
Yes, it's better. Okay.
Okay. And thanks a lot. And I just wanted to mention a really important subject. Quite recently, I watched the video from Scott Gerard, and he told us about three successful, the most successful niche.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so, of course, he is right, and that's good. But teachers underestimate that they already have niche. It is English. English also business, and it is really valuable business. It is popular business. Around the world, people wanna learn English, and so this uh, niche already exists on WebTalk, and so we now need to build something to attract people. Of course, they will come, students will come, but what they need to do, just creating chats, give uh, people opportunities to express themselves and to help them to improve their English. That's all they need to do. And so here is already a huge community that will expand. That might be much bigger if if teachers will be little bit active. And so because let's go back to Scott Gerard videos. He told us that it is health, wealth, and relationship the most successful niche. It has huge potential, but I wanna say that the much more potential has teachers. It it is already created. You both already created this niche, and so um, I address to teachers: don't be passive. Pay attention to this subject. Don't stay aside. and come to Web Talk, give lessons, create chats, give opportunities for practice English for students from around the world, and you will be rewarded very soon. Thank you so much. Mhm. Thank you. It was clear? Is it was clear?
Yes.
What
Yes.
was my voice? I
Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good now.
thank
It
you.
was just a little bit of, I think it's just a little ways away earlier. You know, I I definitely agree with kind of the health, wealth, and what was the other one that you said? Health, wealth, and uh shoot, I can't remember what you said, but
Relationships.
relationship.
Relation.
And you know, I totally agree that English and that, you know, this group building, I think is going to be a massive group. I really do. But the other side of it is, I think that people that are already in this group, they haven't thought about what niche they want. We have a travel group, and that group is going to grow and grow and grow. But what else are people interested in? And that's the thing is, I think that people need to really think about that. What are you interested in? I'm not talking just to you, Erdy. I'm talking, once again, I'm talking through you to other people that listen. What are you truly interested in? I'm interested in multiple things. And if you look, I'm starting to build multiple things. Now, it's going to take a while, but I know people that are very interested in music. They haven't gotten really big into Web Talk yet because one, it's not paying very much right now. But when that app comes out and all of a sudden, boom, it gets bigger, I'm going to go right back to those people and say, we've been talking, you're in it, let's start building it. And there's going to be, you know, I make sure that I talk to every single person that says anything, because there are so many niches that people can find and use Web Talk to support them. It's going to be unbelievable when people truly understand that they are the first. And right now, if you can come up with something that you want to do, I mean, think about yourself, Erdy. You already are the person that interviews every teacher. At some point, when we get a page and we get that page going for IEG, you're just going to have a list of videos that are going to be watched over and over and over and over again, because every person that comes in to IEG is going to see, oh, here's Erdy, who has interviewed every teacher that's in our IEG group. Do you want to know about a teacher? Listen to the interview. Do you want to get some more information? Listen to the interview. You've created your niche within this bigger platform. So all your videos that you've worked very hard to do and edit and do all that, those are going to be there. Boom, boom, boom. IEG, here's all the teachers. Here's what they're talking about. If you want to find out what you're interested in, you know, this person does English, this person does Russian, this person does, you know, Vietnamese, this person is teaching Chinese. Okay, I'm going to go look at that, and I'm going to listen, and I'm going to see who I want to be part of their class. You've created your niche. And I think it's going to be very powerful when we get going and you can take all your videos, put them in there, and every time someone new shows up, they're going to comment, they're going to like, they're going to share. And your video that you made a year ago is going to be shared over and over and over again, and just constantly generating more revenue. So everything has a niche. They just need to figure it out. You figured it out.
Thank you. Actually, some of my friends and teachers from IAG took my ideas, and they are also inspired to. And
Yeah, but
uh,
you've already named yourself as Mr. Web Talk. So guess what? Mr. Web Talk will be the main voice here, because other people are just following you. They are.
yeah, that's I. I am not against.
No.
On the contrary, it is a great idea to, because it will help us to expand
Mhm.
more, to attract more people who
Mhm.
is interested in English, because
Mhm.
here is the huge opportunity for every teacher, and it's unlimited opportunities. And
And Mr. Web Talk, the third one of the future, interests of humanity. You said the first two. The third one that Scott Gerard talks about, relationships, you're already in that. That's what the
mhm.
interviews are about. That's what allows web talkers to understand the relationship that they have with the world around them. You interview, you talk to them, it's already being developed already. He's just sharing something beautiful in the YouTube for others to listen to. We already have. And what happens with wellness as well as another one, a wellness and relationship. Look at my sister coming in. What is everyone going to learn when my sister comes into these Zooms? Well, what's this? What's the international language? It's called English. Does America know that? No, they don't. They're not aware of that. So you're not going to hear about teaching in America for Web Talk. So they don't know what game is being played around the world, like you said. The largest one, the biggest one, and we need to make more web talkers aware. Those are your words, Mr. Web Talk. No, we don't need to make web talkers aware because it's already happening. It's expanding and growing naturally by you showing. You said it, you showed it. The balance of words and showing is what you're about. So you're developing something that's so unstoppable inside something called Web Talk. And there's a reason why you're called Mr. Web Talk is because you have questions. And you spoke and you tried to speak and ask the questions with teacher Andy. You got the answers. Now you understand Web Talk at a very high level. You are Mr. Web Talk. That's exactly what the platform is for. It's for relationships. It's for your wellness. Does anybody want to work 80 hours a week? What does that do for wellness? It destroys you, humanity. So where are we in the 21st century? We're creating based on our passion. That's called wellness because it's connected to your spirit and your idea. But are you going to understand that spiritual type of talk? Many in the world are not going to understand that. Well, then listen to Martin Luther King Jr. in the 20th century, a true leader. I have a dream. Did anybody listen to him? Did anybody create based on his passionate pioneering ways? Oh, yes. An unstoppable energy that continues to grow into the 21st century. We just need to stop pushing each other down. And you know, Mr. Web Talk, that the great depressor is the classrooms of the world. They are the jails of the world. They are the systems that trap the mind. And this is why you will have to appeal to humanity for another 20 years. You're going to have to keep talking, Mr. Web Talk, for another 10, 20 years, saying, come on, Web Talkers, show. They're only looking at the money. They can't see the bigger picture. So they chase the money now wherever they can find it. Well, that's called survival. What are the facts right now? Humanity's trying to survive. They can't be in Web Talk for as long as you are, Mr. Web Talk. They have to survive. And if they're making 20 cents a day off emojis and comments, 20,000 points, 20 cents, They're like, oh, I can't do this right now. You were given a gift. And who came back after a month and a half? Teacher Irfan. Did Teacher Tim give Teacher Irfan and say, hey, where are you? Why are you not creating? You should be creating classes every day because you have a pro. No, I don't care about that. What a beautiful blue sky.
Today
So,
is fantastic morning. And
exactly. It looks beautiful. Wow.
exactly.
So thank you, Mr. Web
Wonderful
Talk, for
weather.
coming in and sharing. You know, you're listening to the Scott Gerard Rising Entrepreneur YouTube channels. You know, those videos are for humanity to develop their listening skill. And you should be, Web Talkers, all of you should be subscribing to every single Web Talk YouTuber that's in Web Talk. All of you should be subscribing to those YouTubers so they can get a little extra money from a company called YouTube. So to support them over there. And when they come to Web Talk, we give emoji, shares, and comments, and they get supported twice. How many Web Talkers actually know about that or how to do that? They don't care. They don't have time. Do you know I get talk mail from people outside of Innovative English Global? Hey, Teacher Tim, can you share my posts? Please share my posts so I can get people to see. I said, really? Really? That's what you're going to do in talk mail? With a little please at the end? Really? Do they know how many Innovative English Global members are already commenting and emojing and sharing their own content? They're oblivious. They don't even know. IEG is supporting all of Web Talk in their network and way outside of their network. That's a fact. Because Teacher Tim sees it. You want to know what true awareness is? It's being in the 24 hours in every single second. Web Talk is too easy. It's too simple. It's the highest level, true compassionate platform that can be put in the world right now. It's a family growing together. So when family asks privately to please support, and they don't understand that their brothers and sisters and aunties and uncles are sharing, Web Talkers are aunties and uncles and brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, and then they got to ask some insane teacher to share. Cut it out, Web Talkers. Cut it out with your low level energy and become high level. Share from your heart. And I want to thank Teacher Toto for doing exactly what Teacher Andy is asking. What do you have an interest to share? Web Talkers don't even know. Teacher Toto's showing. How is she showing? She created the travel project with Teacher Andy, and then the music challenge by herself, and then the pet project by herself. And now we get to see all of these photos, just like fading fake Facebook and Instagram, all these photos of things, pets, and now the food cuisine, the cuisine corner and the culinary corner. It's happening. It's happening. It's just, I have to see it visually every single second. And when I hear human beings talking about we need to do this, or teachers, you need to be more active, Mr. Web Talk, continue to show, because it's already happening. I only say to wake up humanity, because I'm talking about the majority of people outside of Web Talk. I'm not talking to the 5 million or so Web Talkers that we just surpassed. Wasn't that a beautiful? Teacher Andy, can you talk about that update? Because I know you read it. Can you share about what's coming? Because how RJ actually shared about the advertisement that they're trying to bring into the space of Web Talk. Can you share about that? And I'll mute myself.
I mean, you know, I saw the Ernie, you're upside down. um, the stuff that I saw was just basically he's said that he's talking to like a different kind of advertising company, which from what it seems like, if they can figure it out, even this month, you'll see the difference, the increase in revenue. And, he talked about the kind of like the idea of like staking your claim, basically. He's saying, look at the advertisers have basically wide open range right now because this is so young and so in the beginning of the stage that if I look it up, I mean, I'll get it word for word, but what I liked about it was that, it's just saying like advertisers and businesses are starting to see that this is uncharted territory, and it's going to be very smart to get into this now. And I thought that was a pretty interesting way to say that. Let me see the exact words. Let's see. Oh yeah. We are actively negotiating with advertising partners to pay us more for our available advertising real estate. And to me, I mean, if you hear real estate and think of, people flipping and, buying stuff and selling stuff, I mean, this is what it is. This is real estate. This is that open lot where you're going to put up your sign, and the next thing you know, 50,000 people are going to drive by that sign every second. And that's huge. Once we have put that in place, we will increase our minimum ad reward payments again. So I feel like once that hits, it probably will up even this month. But I don't know. Once again, I don't know when they're going to make that deal or get that figured out. But that to me is just showing that they're really, really ahead of the game right now. And to be talking about this in beta is pretty impressive. I think that this is to me, it's just exciting. When people go, oh, well, it's 4,000 again, boo-hoo. Yeah, but they're working on building even bigger. And people need to see that vision a few months down the road, not this month. And, that's what I thought was interesting about it.
Yeah. All right. That was really.
And then just talking to your sister. I mean, think about how if every, and for lack of a better word, MLM marketing system, if every single MLMer realized that they don't have to have anybody buy anything anymore, and they could just talk and get better results just by talking. I mean, it's insane. Hoang says, thanks teacher for your guide. I will try to post something in Web Talk to earn money. Very good. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Talk and tell people about it. I saw numerous people come up and look at the camera when you were sitting there listening. Every single one of those people don't have a Web Talk account, I'm pretty sure. And and that's how simple this is. And thing is your sister shows it that it's a concept that's easy to get, but hard to understand sometimes. Like, because most people, when I wanted to ask her these questions to get the response that I got. So if you had a video, what would you get from that video? Well, they would have to have my number. They would have to sign up. They would have to buy something, and then I get 2%. So skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just say, post the video, talk about it.
Yes. Just
And
let that advertisement flow, and that advertisement's going to make you revenue. That's it. That's it. Because they're so programmed, businesses, advertising, budget money. I'm going to spend, this is what I need to make from that advertisement, or we can't keep that budget next year. It's going to get lower. So we're not making the sales, and they can't rip out that program of what truly that is.
Well, think about this. Every year, the Super Bowl charges millions upon millions of dollars to put out an advertisement. And that advertisement, when it's put out, everybody comments about it. That Doritos commercial was awesome. Or that beer commercial sucked. I can't believe that they spent that. And people talk. No money is made on the talking. You take that same commercial, put it in Web Talk next year, next Super Bowl, and watch how much money you can make off of it. I might have opened my mouth and had someone take an idea, and they're going to post before me.
Well,
as long as they're in my 5 levels, I don't care.
Well, you saw, RJ in February after the Super Bowl was done, he said, guys, next year, let's make it happen. Let's have the Super Bowl party for Web Talk. We'll be traveling around, and let's have an advertisement. Let's do it. Let's create it. And many people gung ho, commenting in that post that he created in Web Talk. Yeah, really nice. And I'm very serious about that with my sister Suze. So when you think about the link, forget about her old account that she signed up 6 months ago or so.
Right.
Doesn't mean anything. You get someone, now we stand with what we were talking to the world, and we show. And my sister will empower that account because you just heard her talk.
Right.
She's not someone quacking her mouth.
Yep.
And I just needed to be patient. This is years of being patient. I don't get to talk to her. I'm not the family person that says I got to talk to you because I'm on the other side of the world. I got to talk to you every couple days or every month. I got nieces and nephews that I don't even send birthday cards to because every day is a birthday. Hey, and I'm glad you enjoyed your special day today and the other day too, man. How about Mr. Web Talk? Mr. Web Talk creating 2 Web Talk posts, and look, they were shared everywhere in Web Talk, getting emojis and comments and revenue based on celebrating we can't do that, can we? People out there.
Yeah,
it was a big smile.
Think about what kind of birthday presents people could have when they start sharing it like that. Yeah, it was good. It was I kind of went just did family stuff and all that for the last couple of days, so it was fun.
A request from Teacher Grant, really quick before let's because it's almost 1 o'clock for you. A request from Teacher Grant. I need to talk to your wife privately in Messenger. I would create a private Web Talk post, but she's not part of the group. It's a special request that I can't allow you to know.
What?
I need to talk to your wife privately about a request from Teacher Grant. He wants to create something, and you can't know about it, even though we were Web Talk live streaming. We were talking about it. We were laughing because we.
Oh, he needs to talk to Ashley.
I need to.
Oh, I need
to send a short little message to Ashley where she's alone, and then she can go create and then talk to Teacher Grant, because he doesn't have access to Supermom. And you know me, I don't talk to Supermom only through the communication where she might be in the kitchen somewhere and she's hearing us live.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was just his request because he has something special.
Okay, I'll have
for your boys.
Yeah. I'll have her message you or something like that tomorrow.
Okay. All right. she can even message, leave the voice message inside,
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
and then you just know
Not
this
listen
one's
to it.
for super mom.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to her tomorrow.
All right. I
But yeah,
just
I think
remembered that.
I'm gonna be done.
All right, dude, relax a little bit, and
Yeah,
we'll talk
but
soon.
yeah, I'll look. I already think I know who I would give as far as a link.
Perfect.
Not a teacher, but one of the people that, like I was saying from before.
Good.
One of the people that's been doing stuff with me for a while. So, and we'll figure that out. But yeah,
Okay.
that's exciting. And
Yeah.
like you said, get 4 or 5 of your top people and let's do a Zoom, explain it.
Yep.
And show them what kind of value they are sitting on.
Yes.
That when they see that, it's just fire.
Yes.
Just fire.
Mr. Web Talk. Hey, Teacher Andy, I actually got an idea from Super Z the other day in a Web Talk Live. She said, Teacher Tim, we should actually be showing in the Web Talk Lives how to click a sponsored ad in Web Talk for more than 15 seconds to show Web Talkers to do this 3, 4, 5 times a day. So
Okay.
Mr. Web Talker is a free user. He'll screen share very quickly. He can click one. We can scroll around in it. We'll X out. We'll show. We can cut that video and label it.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is for the free users, and send it into Web
Did you
Talk.
see that? Did you see that on the post too from RJ? He listened to Scott Gerard, and they're about ready to do that for pro users too.
Yes, they're going to unlock it. Yeah. Good. Yes, we need that too.
Yep.
This is our real estate, the whole ball game. Thanks, Teacher Andy.
I'm done.
We'll talk soon, man. Yeah.
Talk to you later. See you, Ernie.
It was only going to be a 30-minute talk, man.
So I need to put you
make
you the host.
Thanks, man. Perfect. I can end the YouTube and all that when we're done. All right, dude. We'll talk soon, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, dude.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Web Talk, screen share. Can you screen share right now? I'm going to make you a host, co-host.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you screen share now?
No, I can't because I use smartphone.
Oh, the phone? Okay. All right. Maybe sometime later today, if you're available, I will go Web Talk live streaming, maybe in about 5 or 6 hours from now or so. Oh, no. I'm actually taking a walk with my wife at that time. If you're available, I'll tag you in Web Talk. You're pretty aware with, tags and things I'll make a Web Talk post. Mr. Web Talk, are you available for a Web Talk live? The idea is simple. Your laptop, we screen share your account, and we show how to click open a sponsored ad.
That's great. But I will be available afternoon.
Okay, perfect. What time is it right now in Russia, where you are?
It is about 8 a.m. I will be available maybe in 4 hours.
Okay, so will I. I'll be ready. At 2 o'clock today, we have a Kahoot challenge with the hotel, a private class online. We'll bring in some Web Talkers and we'll do the Kahoot. We'll Web Talk live it. And I'll see you right after that. I'll let you know. It's around the same time.
Okay.
I'll be available. Thanks, Mr. Web Talk. Thanks for coming in, Teacher Ernie.
Thank you.
We'll talk
Bye.
soon, okay? All right, everyone.
Bye.
Teacher Tim, Mr. Web Talk here. We were live for a few hours. We're going to end this Web Talk live, the YouTube live. Thank you for joining. A lot of things we spoke about. True Project Based is about everything. Web Talk is about everything. It's the whole. What do you want to create? Create Web Talk posts, share. You're going to get a lot of emojis and comments from people that are interested. Finished. Done. We'll talk soon. This is Online Communication Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Do you know why there's Online Communication Tuesday? Oh, you're learning.